Go. Oh, that sounds like a freaking shot. A good shot.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Lily.
And you're watching The-Ritch-Life. Today is
Oh,
Easter.
it's rich.
It's always rich. Things are interesting around here. Today is Easter. It's a super special day.
It's my favorite holiday.
Definitely her favorite holiday for sure.
Wait, side note. We've been married for almost 3 years now. He knows it's my favorite holiday, and I've never received an Easter basket.
And now, because of coronavirus, we can't do anything anyway.
Yeah,
so.
That's a good excuse for you. Good thing
Actually,
my mom comes in clutch and gives me one every year.
I really was going to do something, but...
Really?
I was.
I don't believe it. But next year. You got next year.
But anyway. It's Easter. It's a special day, and we wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about that, and then we'll have some fun here later on. So stay tuned. It will be worth it. You'll get a laugh, I promise. But first, we do want to talk about something more important, a little more serious, and then we'll get to the fun stuff. So this morning, we were doing church online, doing our videos, and I was teaching our youth and different things like that. And just kind of wanted to share a little bit today with everyone and share that same message for you. I started by asking a few questions. So I asked three questions. What's the best gift you've ever been given? What's the hardest thing you've ever had to give up? And then lastly, what's something you started but stopped and then came back to finish later? And we talked a little bit about that. For me, when I think about it, what's the best gift I've ever given someone? The first thing that came to my mind was my proposal.
Oh my gosh.
Humble brag. That was pretty good. And we'll get to that story later on.
Yeah, it was good.
It was special. It was unique. And I surprised her a lot. And that one.
And I'm a hard person to surprise.
That one went down in the books.
I find out everything.
For sure.
Either because I just know it or I snoop.
And then, there's what's the hardest thing you've ever had to give up?
Okay, for me, I'm actually in the process of it. I would say people pleasing, because I feel like God just geared me towards loving people so much, and sometimes I choose to put others before God, and so I'm struggling with that. So in the process, but definitely people pleasing.
It's definitely not easy. And then lastly, what's something you've started and then stopped but came back to finish later? And see, Lily has never had that problem in her life. No. Because she's a check off the list kind of person, and she can't let it go until it's finished.
Obviously. And honestly, sometimes I'll even put things on my list I've already done to check them off to make myself feel good.
That's just how she is.
Or I'll nag and say, "Are you going to hang this picture? Are you going to hang it? Come on, you got to hang it. Come on." And then it gets done. That's how you do it, ladies. That's how you do it.
When you
look at everything done.
When you look at Easter and just how special it is, and we think of what Christ did on the cross, and what that really means to us, you can take these three things and apply it in so many ways. And what Christ did on the cross for us, he gave up everything. And more importantly, it was his life. And for us, that's the most valuable thing we have, and he willingly gave that up. And that offered us the greatest gift we could ever ask for. It offers us a chance for forgiveness and a chance to someday spend eternity with him if we choose to accept that. And that's an awesome feeling. But the greatest thing about it is the fact that, Christ came to this earth, he walked, he lived, and he died. And for a lot of people, they feel like that's the end of it, but it doesn't stop there. And the fact that he's coming back is what's so special about it. He's not finished yet. And, the best part is yet to come, honestly. But Easter, all in all, is such a special day, and I think we take it for granted so often. And it's just nice to pause and to reflect on that. In the midst of this whole pandemic and everything going on, you can't even spend Easter in church or with church family or anything like that. But what's the important part of it, And that's...
Is it the dress? No. I'm just saying.
We feel like it is sometimes, but
yes.
And I read some of these verses today, and it's really powerful. And reading out of John, I just wanted to read a couple of verses real quick, and I'll hint at some of the points that I'm getting at here. John chapter 20. It says, "Now on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came to the early tomb while it was still dark, and saw the stone already taken away from the tomb. So she ran and came to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and said to them, "They have taken away the Lord out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have laid him." So Peter and the other disciple went forth, and they were going to the tomb. The two were running together, and the other disciple ran ahead faster than Peter, and came to the tomb first. And stooping and looking in, and he saw the linen wrappings lying there, and the face cloth which had been on his head not lying with the linen wrappings, but rolled up in a place by itself. So the other disciple who had first came to the tomb also entered, and he saw and believed. For as yet they did not understand the scripture, and that he must rise again from the dead. So the disciples went away again to their own homes. And as you continue to read, and by now I've probably heard the rest of the story, that Jesus met them and, revealed himself to them and, truly was risen from the dead. But the cool part here, when you really dig into it, is the part about the linens. And I learned this recently, but tradition for Jewish people during this time, in terms of a meal, basically the master of the house, the head of the household, when he sat down to eat, when he was finished, he was going to just wad up his napkin or cloth, however you want to word that.
That's like me.
And just toss it. He was finished. He wasn't coming back for more. But if he was going to leave and come back, he would neatly fold it or roll it up and place it back on the table. And the person or servant that would have been taking care of the table at this time knew exactly what that meant. He was either finished or he was coming back for more. And when you look at the context of this verse,
it's very clear that it was, it's very clear, like they go into great detail about it.
It says, "And the face cloth which had been on his head, not lying with the linen wrappings, but rolled up in a place by itself." And depending on which version of the Bible you read from, the other word will be folded. He did that very intentionally. And when you look at it in that context, Jesus is coming back for more. He's not finished yet. He's going to keep his promise, and we have to be ready. So I do encourage you to seek him if you have not, to trust him, to follow him, and I promise you it is worth it, and he can change your life drastically if you give him the chance. But if you genuinely want answers, you will find them, and Jesus is never going to leave you in doubt or unsure, and his word tells us that 100% of the time. So just keep that in mind. Jesus gave up everything for us. It offers us the greatest gift. And just like in these verses, he's not finished and he is coming back someday.
Well, and I thought something you said today during the church Zoom-in or whatever about you can't appreciate the resurrection and the power of the resurrection until you really understand and comprehend how terrible the crucifixion was.
Absolutely.
So I thought that was kind of cool because when you described of the things that happened with the 39,
just the brutal beating that he took is honestly unimaginable, and we can't wrap our head around it. Just the suffering, and it was basically a thought out plan of how to kill someone, and Jesus knowingly and willingly did that for you, and he did that for me. And I don't think we should ever take that for granted. So, again, it's a special day. I hope you've taken some time to acknowledge that. If not, thank you for watching this. I hope it does get some thoughts going in your mind. But Christ was perfect. He came, he lived, he died, and he's coming back again. And we just have to be ready for that. So,
and be obedient.
It's a special day. And we wanted to share that with you, so we are going to have some fun. Lily and I have planned out a little, game you could say. Might be a little interesting, but since it's Easter, we've got some eggs ready for you. Lily's going to get geared up, and we're going to head outside and have a little bit of fun, so stay tuned.
I actually built in, shoulder pads here, and then also, this is, a nice little feature. I should have done although my it's fogging up, but this is if you want to make it like a belly shirt, you could
Do a little cinch tie. You know, that's trendy. But I like to keep it PG, so I'm gonna do it over the butt. Although I can't see in these goggles. It's like I'm in a fishbowl. Alright, let's... Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Okay, let's go.
In the light of Easter, we have some eggs, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun with these eggs today.
It's our new tradition.
Some of them are boiled, some of them are not. This is my sister Stephanie. She's gonna give us a hand here.
She's our van.
And we are going to be doing a little egg toss.
Honestly, I feel like this would totally win favor on the red carpet if I was Lady Gaga. I'm just saying, like, I think she wore something like this before.
So we're outside. We've got the eggs here.
You know,
We've got some eggs.
This
and
makes
Lily's
me think of
got
our
her
honeymoon all over
bowl
again
of
when I had
eggs
that
over here.
meltdown. The meltdown in Hawaii when I couldn't breathe because claustrophobic. Oh, Jesus. Do you remember?
So some of these eggs have already been boiled. Some are not. They've been rearranged and sorted, so we don't really know what's what. I did move some of them.
So we're just gonna, how it's gonna work, I can't see you, but how it's gonna work is we're just gonna take one egg at a time and throw it at each other. Okay?
We're just gonna have a little fun for Easter. That's
It's gonna
all.
be like paintball, but with eggs.
You just video the whole thing nonstop.
Basically.
Hey, Pup.
And I'll clip it later. So I've got the GoPro on my head. Stephanie's got the camera over there. And we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Lily doesn't know it yet, but I swapped some of the eggs.
Okay, you gotta say like an Easter joke or something.
Should I?
I don't know. What the bunnies say to the, I don't know, I'm not good with this. Like stand-up comedy.
You throwing first?
No, we're going at the same time.
Oh Lord.
One at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah, it's like at the same time. Hey! Okay. Are you ready? I don't want to hit your car because you'd kill me.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, come on. Alright. Alright, ready? Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Ready? Go. Oh! That felt like a freaking shot! A gunshot! I've been shot! Dang, what was that? Ah! Oh my god! Dang it, I missed you. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting. Are you ready? Go. Ah! It's not getting you. You got. Dang it, why? Why is it not hurting you like it hurt me? Oh my gosh! I need like a tennis racket. They're not even, they're bouncing off of you. They're literally, they're not even, no! They're not even doing anything. Dude! How? Oh my god! Dude, how are they like repelling you? It's like you got a bulletproof vest.
Basically.
Oh,
Oh, you just hit my car.
I'm so sorry.
These eggs are not busting.
It hurts. Oh, I haven't had one that's not boiled. No, you gotta stand still. Stand still.
All right.
Hands up. Hands up, buddy.
Just throw it.
Hands up. Oh, they're not even getting you. Oh! They're literally not even hitting you.
We're gonna have to do it different.
Dang it. They're
That
so-
was boiled.
I can't even see because he's. Dude! No, you move. You move that way. Oh! Jonathan, I have a trash bag on for a reason. That's a cheap shot. Ooh!
I'm out.
Okay, come here. Oh, he got. Oh!
There you go.
Got it right here, buddy.
Oh, it busted on the tree. What are the odds of that?
Literally, you didn't even get like nasty.
You're right, I didn't. You want to know why? Because I swapped all the eggs. Because I swapped all the eggs. Because I swapped all the eggs.
You have not one thing on you.
I got a little there.
I can't believe you did this. I should have known.
Don't take it all off. We gotta. Here's Lily's nice
It's
egg
like,
shot.
You can't even see it, but it's dried on me. Get off.
The face of defeat.
No, it's you cheated, and Jesus sees. He knows. Look at my. Get off.
So I swapped some of the eggs after they were brought outside. So I had most of the normal ones, and Lily had most of the hard-boiled eggs that wouldn't bust. Look at that face.
But I don't understand how that happened because. No, I don't understand. It's not funny. Wipe it off your face. It's not like I don't understand how that happened because those that you hit me with first, it's gonna leave a mark. Cause it felt like these giant hell balls
I can't stop
from the
laughing.
sky. Is my hair crazy?
You got it on your arm.
It's
Check that nice
no.
egg
Just
out.
you listen to me. Like
Do you have
how
any
did-
on your back?
No, I had this on. Don't just listen. Seriously though, I'm. Like, put the camera down. I'm really concerned about this. How did you have all those eggs? When did you swap them?
After you brought them out here.
My gosh. And then, but that first one you hit me with, Jonathan, it hurt. I felt it in my heart.
Sorry about the camera shaking. I can't stop laughing.
No, I felt it in my heart.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I was trying to get you good, and they wouldn't even. They were like bouncing off of you.
They really weren't busting at all, though.
You boiled them too hard.
Evidently. Well, hopefully you got a good laugh out of this. We had a little bit of fun. Lily,
Nothing about this was fun.
Not so much.
You
on this
cheated.
end.
You cheated, and I'm the one that got
Hey,
somehow
it-
pelted with them.
Makes
that
for
it
a
hurt.
great video.
It's not great. This is not
It
at all
is.
what I had in mind. Seriously. Stephanie, I see you laughing in there. It's not funny. I can't believe you swapped them. Stand out here and we'll take the portrait. Stand like this.
You have an egg in your hand?
Yeah, we can hold it up like it's like, oh, did it. You ready? 1, 2.
Well, everyone, thank you for watching the video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Again, happy Easter. It's been a great day so far. We hope you got something out of this video. Hope it put a smile on your face. And we hope to see you next time. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on the video. Share it. And we look forward for more. And we will see you guys later. Thank you, everybody.